What's up guys, welcome back to the Doppelganger Streetwear YouTube channel. So in today's video, we're going to be going over the preview for Fall Winter 19. If you are new, please subscribe. Appreciate it. Drop a like, drop a comment if you want to see anything else. If you have any opinions on the items I'm about to show, whether you agree, whether you disagree, and all that sort of stuff. We're going to be going over most of the stuff briefly. However, the more interesting stuff we will be going over in a bit more detail. Obviously, we don't know prices yet, so this isn't cop or drop like I normally do. But I might occasionally drop in one every now and again if there's an item that's like, yeah, that's definitely going to sell. So we are on Supreme Community as usual for these sorts of videos, and we are going to go and head over to the items dropping for Fall Winter 19. First up, we're going to look at all the jackets. Now, for me, I'm just going to group these sort of things into things I like, things I don't like. I don't like this kind of gilet looking thing, not a big fan of that. Not a massive fan of the crown jacket either. I mean, it's alright, it's okay, don't get me wrong. I just don't really like these sort of jackets, the kind of track jackets, you know. I don't like those. I'm not a big fan of those. I should probably just go over which ones that I like the best, really. I think that I prefer this parka's quite nice if you get it in the right colour. The black looks quite nice, in my opinion. Then we have obviously also got the shoulder logo tracksuit. That's a very nice piece. That's going to do well when it does release. That's a very nice piece to get your hands on. Same with the 9 anorak as usual. Really like these, really clean, you know, very nice things. But I think most of these other items for me just kind of are a bit either out there or just the wrong sort of style, or there's something, you know, they could be really nice, but there's just something that's a little bit off. I mean, obviously this is really nice, this anorak as well, forgot to mention that. But so you see with these sort of things, I mean, some people really do like these, but for me, if you're going to get a puffer jacket, like, I don't see why it has to be this kind of colour shift sort of thing. I'm not a big fan of that. Or for another example up here, I don't really like this patterning on this jacket sort of thing, but this is again my opinion. If you disagree, if you agree, let me know in the comments down below. So yeah, there's kind of only a few jackets I think will do well for selling that I like myself, really, that are pretty much this puffer, this, I don't mind that's alright. This anorak's quite nice, along with this anorak here and this jacket right here. I think this one here is probably my favourite, but both the anoraks are quite nice along with that, and so is the puffer jacket in the black colourway. Next up, we have the shirts. These are all the shirts. Now, I'm just going to have to be honest with you, like, the shirts every year, they're not for me. I don't particularly like the shirts. It's the same old with the shirts, to be honest with you. So I do get the occasional one that might be a bit different to a usual, so that I might get if someone likes because it's a bit different. Or, like, for instance, this one here, I get if people like that because it's got Supreme in places. That one's quite different as well. This one here, quite questionable, but it's quite different, so, you know. But for me, I'm just not a massive fan of all these shirts. Next up, we kind of have the tops and sweaters. So the more expensive kind of t-shirts are here. Kind of long sleeve shirts and fleeces. A few crew necks sometimes crop up in here, so this would be quite interesting to have a look through. Again, I haven't seen any of these. This is quite literally just the first time that I've had a look at them, and I'm recording my reaction and I'm sharing it. So this here, these are actually quite nice. I'm again not a fan of the stripes. However, if you get it in like the looks like there's a pink, black, and a navy colorways, I think this would be a very nice thing to own. Along with this t-shirt, again, I quite like this. It's got the Supreme, it's got fire. People like hockey jerseys. I'm not a fan of hockey jerseys. I'm not a fan of hockey, so therefore I'm not really a fan of hockey jerseys themselves. I mean, they do look quite cool. I'm not a massive fan. I probably like this white colorway the most. But yeah, that's about it on those. You got loads of other kind of shirts and other stuff that I'm just not massively a fan of by the looks of things. This t-shirt, I always like these kind of, they take the logo and they just do something different with it kind of every year. I think by the looks of it, by the names of it, it's got Supreme something international. By the looks of things, although I'm not 100% certain. Again, these are below it, all kind of a bit boring. This long sleeve is quite nice, I think. It's got kind of a retro-y sort of vibe to it. It's quite nice. You've also got the classic small box logo tees. They're quite nice. They're quite discreet there. You know, they are quite nice to wear. So they're not too bad. And then kind of for the rest of these, really looking through them, they're all kind of a bit tragic. I mean, this knit top looks alright in terms of the pattern. We've also got this here that looks to be a waffle thermal kind of crew necky long sleeve. I think the design on this is actually quite nice. Some people won't like it. It's obviously got the old Supreme Japan kind of all the information on it, the phone number, the location, when it's open, that sort of thing. And so I do quite like this. I'm a fan of that. That's probably another one I'd say that I like. And to be honest with you, I mean this is pretty cool. This is just a crew neck, just a normal crew neck. So it'd be it'd be nice quality, be a nice item to have. It's kind of a bit childish, kind of like playful design. But all in all, so far, to be honest with you, I'm never a big fan of the jackets or the tops or the shirts. But I think really for me, so far, I've seen a few accessories that I like the look of, just leaked and that. But so far, what we've looked through, I'm honestly not a big fan of this season. Okay, wow. So that's the big hoodie here, the kind of bandana box logo. I think it's the bandana box logo. This is a very nice box logo. It's different to what they've done. This will either be kind of more expensive than the standard box logo, or it'll be less. I'm not too sure yet. However, I really like this design. Really clean design. They look like they all kind of have corresponding colorways in all the other ones apart from the blue. So you kind of got a light blue there, pink, brown, a red, a blue, yellow, and a black in terms of what the bandana kind of behind the font and all the pattern looks like. So I really like that. That's one of my favorite box logos I've seen in quite a while. I believe that will drop around December time as normal for anyone interested in that. This is quite a nice crew neck actually. I do like this crew neck. Now, this would be kind of a love or hate thing. Some people won't like this just because it does say fuck you across the chest in between it. But if you ignore that, it's a very nice, clean looking piece. Then you got your standard you got some S logos, some ARC logos, some classic logo stuff, small box logos. These fleeces, if you're into fleeces, these are quite nice. Quite like these fleeces. Nice kind of modern-y retro design at the same time. This crew neck, this is quite a nice vintagey looking crew neck. I'm just kind of looking through. I really like most of these designs, to be fair. This crew neck here, I really like this. This is probably one of my favourites so far in terms of the crew neck. It's very nice, very simple, but it just has something a bit different to what we've seen before. Here, okay, yeah, tape sweatshirt. I really like these. Not just because it has the Supreme and kind of the box, like classic box logo kind of design in terms of obviously it's got the Future font and it's the logo all across it. These do quite well for selling, obviously, and again this isn't for selling, but it's just selling it. I really like these in certain colours. I think the natural or the creamy colour, I don't know what it will be released as, but the natural is quite nice. It's quite subtle. I really like these designs most years. It's kind of similar to usual, but with a different kind of twist on it with the font they've used. I think that's quite a nice looking item. This is a bit more cartoony, I'd say, a bit more like you find on a t-shirt. This is quite nice, quite simple. This won't fetch large amounts, but it is quite a clean design. Okay, it's got some writing. It's got the Tokyo thing. Oh, okay. I like this. I really do like this. Again, this is something, as you can see here, that not everybody likes. But I quite like this. The hoodies here, this is kind of I've seen this is kind of I don't know who they've got to do this, but this is a Delta logo. Seems like it's going to appear on quite a few items. It's going to appear on a hoodie. That's quite nice as well. And we've also got half zip sweatshirt. These do quite well. Again, I'm not a massive fan, but some people do like them. Now we're going to move on to my favourite part of kind of most of these drops. So we're just going to have a quick look through all of these. The Vanity, I like this. It's got, it has got a box logo on it, so that's going to be quite a hype tee, I feel. But it is very clean, very nice t-shirt, nice design. Tee, do you know what? People been raving on about this. People really like this. I'm not a massive fan of it, to be honest with you. Then this is another one that I quite like. Is the Super Cream tea, kind of shampoo-y looking bottle. So you've also got the Mary J tea. There was another tea that was pretty similar to this. You have the kind of photo and then you got the scribbly writing around the edge. I'm not a massive fan of these, to be fair. I think people will like this. This is quite a nice little playful kind of design here. With the Heaven and Earth tee. This is definitely interesting. This is probably the least favourite tee out of all of them that I've seen so far. Again, this is the kind of levitation tee. People will like this because it's a bit kind of memey, but I'm not a massive fan of it. To be honest, along with the same sort of thing with the new shit t-shirt, you've obviously got all the different offices and all of that they have on the open that they have on the things. So you got New London, Paris, Los Angeles, all of that sort of stuff with all the numbers on it. But it's all right. It's just quite a standard tee. I feel like these are all quite standard. This people will really like this. To be fair, I think people will really like this. So, I mean, it's a bit different, as I say, kill yourself on it. So, again, I have some people not being the biggest fan of it. But I do think that's quite a nice tee, quite a clean design. I mean, I'm not a big fan of this. People will like it. People, I'm just not a big fan. I don't like the way the Supreme is there. I don't really like the card and, how, I just don't like the t-shirt. It's probably it's not my least favourite t-shirt. My least favourite is definitely the Faces one. However, that is not great for me, in my opinion. We're going to move on to the pants now, or trousers, joggers, whatever you want to call them. I don't call them pants, but this is American, so we just go with it. Now for me, it's the same sort of thing with like pants and kind of, we'll go on to the shorts next, but it's the same thing with kind of shirts, for instance. Now we've got the crown track, but I quite like these. I think it's quite a clean design. If you can get it in, maybe the black is my favourite colourway. I don't particularly like the other two, but the black is quite clean with the white piping down the side of it. These are the to go with the anoraks. I mean, it's a nice design, but again, I'm not a fan of these kind of shell, what do you call them, shell pants, whatever, kind of the nylon-y joggers. Again, I mean, I really like the design on these, I really do, the nice shell pants, but I'm just not a big fan of the nylon. I know that people who disagree with me, people will absolutely love these. You got the classic kind of S logo sweatpants that have been redesigned in their usual way. These are all kind of the standard colours you'd expect, but with maybe neon-y kind of neon letters on them. I do quite like some of these are quite nice. A few of these I'm not a massive fan of. I think my favourite is the black with the pink. I think that does go quite nicely together. The navy and the yellow again go quite nicely together. These do. These are, I like these. These are kind of the cottony joggers sort of things with the ribs. There was a t-shirt that released I believe at the start of last year with similar kind of piping fonts, kind of as this. I like this. I like these a lot. I think these are really nice. Again, I feel like these have actually been okay pants for this year. A few of these, you got some nice designs here and there for the most part. I mean, for the most part, they aren't great. But, I feel like it's kind of what I expect from a standard kind of season. Then it's the same thing with shorts. I really don't like any of those shorts. To be honest, I don't really like these either. I don't like any of these. People would disagree. People would probably quite like these. They've got a vintagey kind of look to them. Again, they're quite fleecy. That's what they are. They're a fleece, but it's a short, and I'm not a fan of that. And then, the rest of these, people again will really like the floral design on these, but I'm just not a fan of these personally. Now, I'm just going to be honest, looking at it, I'm quite disappointed, to be honest. I mean, you haven't kind of got the classic kind of, small box logo beanies that you've had before. So for me, I don't like any of the caps. I mean, not that I don't necessarily like the caps, but I feel like a cap's a cap at the end of the day. There's only so much you can do with a cap, and they're always just fairly repetitive at this point. This is an alright beanie. This is an alright beanie. It's not my favourite, but it's quite nice. It's alright. Not a big fan of those. The bucket hats. I mean, I like a bucket hat, right? But I feel like, again, it's the same sort of thing with the beanies. If you're going to go out and spend 40-50 quid, then you might as well go buy one from somewhere else, save yourself some money. I know it's not the point of Supreme and streetwear and Hypebeast and all that sort of stuff, but I think these would do quite well. These are the kind of Russian-y kind of hats. I mean, that's what they're called factually. I mean, this is as close as you're going to get to the kind of standard beanie, maybe the red or the black or the creamy white colour. The beanies with the big Supreme across them. I think this is just a bit, not obnoxious, but I feel like this is just a bit in your face. Now, as you can see, this is probably people's favourite beanie. I'm not a big fan. You've got these camp cap kind of masks with the balaclava built into the cap. I believe these do quite well just because they're quite, not novelty, but they're not a standard sort of Supreme item you see drop every season. Bandana here, the classic logo bandana by the looks of things. Balaclavas, these are different kinds of balaclavas to what we've seen before. I mean, the black's alright. Obviously, these are people's favourite beanies. Actually, this is people's favourite beanie. I forgot about this. It's got the bandana box logo on it. These do extremely well. The colours again, as the same with the hoodies, you can see a little bit more close here. The hoodie, the colour of the bandana complements the colour of the beanie, which I do quite like on those. And yeah, that's kind of it for the beanies. It's your classic kind of hats and beanies section. So yeah, and okay, now we're getting onto the accessories. This is kind of the interesting part of each season, as Supreme tries to find new and interesting kind of accessories we haven't seen before. Thermal pants, so yeah, same sort of thing. You've also got the thermal crew neck waffly looking thing. I mean, they're kind of standard, and then just to briefly go through it as sort of standard as usual. You've also got the normal tees, the normal socks, normal boxes that you have released. So we've got those out of the way. Let's have a bit more of a closer look at these. A Supreme screwdriver set. Very interesting. I feel like this is quite a novelty item, so this would do well. I like it. I do like it. I think this would be, as stupid as it sounds, a good quality screwdriver, especially because they're going to charge probably a lot of money for it, but I do like that a lot. Supreme Timex digital watch. Oh, this is quite nice. These are very nice. These are going to be very sought after, I believe. Well, not I believe, but I probably know, to be fair. Obviously, being water resistant up to 99 feet, these are going to be very expensive and very sought after. But again, a very nice accessory from Supreme there. Got a chair. I'm not that's a fan of these. I don't like leopard print on these. This is just quite a sick item, to be fair. I mean, again, I'm not a very much used for a Dom Perignon champagne flute set. But I mean, to be fair, these would be very sought after, I believe, but they'll also be very expensive, especially with the brand of Dom Perignon behind it. I really like this. I really do like these. This measuring cup. I'm a big fan of this. This would probably be very expensive. It's a Pyrex measuring jug, but it's a Supreme one. Obviously, that's a nice little accessory to have along with those. You've got something very interesting. You've got a voodoo doll. Yeah, Supreme voodoo doll. It was only a matter of time, wasn't it? That's kind of what you're into. Then you know, it is a nice little accessory, but they creep me the fuck out, so I'm gonna stay away from those. But again, a cool, nice little accessory. This is, this is maybe along with the other one you're about to see. This is a very, very big. Maybe one of the biggest accessories they've actually ever released, as stupid as it sounds. But they got kind of a brick phone. A Supreme brick phone. Yeah, there you go, blue. That's sick. I really do like this. And these will, again, be very sought after. I do think it's quite a sick little accessory to have. You've never had anything like this before. So again, that's a very, very sick accessory from Supreme. You have got the classic keychain there. This is just a keychain for me. People collect them, but for me, it's just a keychain. Same with these pins and the pins down here. It's just a pin. At the end of the day, it might look pretty cool. It's got some nice little designs on it, but it's a pin. It's really nothing too special. You got tiny LED flashlights. I mean, again, I think it's quite pointless, but also quite sick. This is another rental thing from this year. You've got the Supreme table tennis and table tennis ball set. So not only, so if you can see here, you've got the piping of Supreme around the edge, which is quite sick. The checkerboard handle with the box logo of those down here, and then obviously you got the box logo on the ping pong ball. Again, these would be very, very sought after. I don't know, the retail on these I wouldn't expect to be crazy high. But okay, we've got some other kind of Zippo light. Well, not Zippos and not Zippos, but you know, they are lighters. Kind of see-through lighters in different colours. I think, to be honest, it's quite a weak lighter compared to most of them that we've seen in the past. I mean, it's a lighter that they are pretty sick. Loads of people collect them, so they will be a nice little light to pick up, accessories to pick up, but I'm not a huge fan of those. Well, not a huge fan, right? But, you know, I just feel like it's a bit poor from them compared to their normal Zippos they have. Moving on down here, oh my god, we've got gold and silver plated stainless steel dumbbells. These are going to be so expensive. I mean, it's such a sick item. They're so random, but it's such a sick item. But this is just going to be crazy expensive. Pelican case, you can see the carabiner on there. I mean, maybe it's not that, it's pretty pointless for me. It's a cool little accessory, but again, it's quite pointless. I do quite like it, but yeah. We've got a hanging lantern, kind of Chinese lantern with Supreme on it. That's a very sick idea. This is the big. Ignore the mobile phone or whatever. This is the big item for this year. Even the box logos, is they're actually releasing a Supreme dirt bike in Supreme Honda. So it's a very reputable brand for dirt bikes. It's a 250cc. It won't be road legal by the looks of things, but I mean, this if you can get your hand on this somehow, this would be thousands of pounds, I'd expect. With flasks, okay, I do quite like these flasks. I think recently, in the past, the flasks that they've released, well, not recently, but a couple of the flasks from the last kind of 2-3 seasons have been a bit weak. I do quite like this flask, quite a simple, nice flask. Okay, these are sick. These will probably, this could be a US exclusive, who knows. Probably be a couple quid or a couple dollars, depends where you are. Very, very sick accessory. You've also got the brushes, a Supreme brush. Again, pretty pointless, but also pretty sick. along, and then you have also got a scarf. I don't know, a scarf's a scarf. Like, I'm pretty sure I've seen this design in past seasons, very similar designs to it, so I'm just not a massive fan of those. I think all in all, this is a very strong season for accessories. You got lots of different accessories, some high-end accessories, some cheaper accessories, but they all are quite different and not ones we've seen before, so I really do like the accessories. Looking over the bags now, the bags are normally not the center point, but quite a big point of the first drop of every Supreme season. So this is the waist bag. I don't like these waist bags, to be 100% honest with you, the style of waist bag anyway. I think the camo design that you had on the boxers and the t-shirts a couple of seasons ago, I think that on the bag does look very sick. And maybe the black is quite clean looking. I don't like the colours on the others, all the design to be honest, but I think those two are, the camo especially is quite sick because it's a bit different. I don't like leather backpacks. People will really like that. It's quite, don't get me wrong, it's a very nice design. I do like it, but I'm just not a fan of leather backpacks, so that's just a pass for me. Along with all this, a patchwork leather duffel. Again, it's nice, you know, but I'm not a fan. For me, it's not a fan. Small zip-up pouch. These are very small, 4x6.5 inches. Very small zip-up pouches, almost wallets to be fair. People, I'm assuming, will start using these as wallets. So it's a nice little accessory to have, but I think nothing particularly crazy. We've also got these are some shoulder bags. I'm assuming we're releasing. Again, the camo is very sick. The black is very sick. I'll give it the shoulder bags. They are all quite nice looking shoulder bags. Which you got again duffel bags. I don't know. I don't like the look of these. I think, to be fair, I think the bags kind of peaked in what would have been. Would it fall into 18 or no? I think it was spring summer 18. I think those are my favourite bags. I think these have been a bit poor since then. I think this season isn't any different, with maybe the exception to, if you like them, the leather bags are quite cool because they are quite different, but. That's kind of that. The backpacks, for me, I don't like Supreme backpacks. I mean, they're, it's a Supreme backpack at the end of the day. It's nothing too special. It's just a Supreme backpack, let's be honest. Now, the patchwork leather shoulder bag, I mean, to be fair, I've changed my mind on these leather things. They are actually pretty sick. I really do quite like them. I think they will be quite expensive, but I do like the design on these. Very nice, simple, clean design. They haven't tried to overcomplicate it, I think, but they've also added a bit of bit something different to just a plain leather backpack or bag or whatever. So all the kind of standard bags, I call them, I think are very poor for this season. However, the introduction of the leather bags, they are quite cool. So, pretty average season for bags from Supreme there. And then, finally, we're on the skate section, the very last section of the drop. Now, you've kind of got the normal wheels. These are cruiser wheels. I can't remember if they've been done before. The cruiser wheels are there. Then you got the trucks, independent Supreme trucks there, Spitfire wheels, all of that. This is a very sick deck. This will be very sought after, very desirable deck. Extremely nice piece. So that is very, very nice. The smoke, I'm not a big fan of the smoke design. Many people are, but it is quite a clean looking thing, but just maybe not for me. Then we've also got Supreme is Love deck. I'm not a big fan of the design, to be fair. I think again this would be something that people will really want, especially with the little box logo there. It's kind of clean, but I don't know. I'm not sold on it. Cruiser boards, I mean, it's a bit different. It's a kind of not called cruiser boards, but they are kind of full cruisers. I don't like this design. I like this sort of artwork, but it is quite a cool piece in terms of that it hasn't been done before. But I think that's going to have to be a pass for me on those. These are quite sick here. I do quite like these. I mean, I'm not a massive fan, to be fair, of the coloured ways, but I do, not the colourways, but the coloured colourways. I do quite like the black and then the white kind of not piping, but the white kind of edging around the letters. I think that is pretty nice, pretty clean. And then to finally finish it off, we have got this nosebleed skateboard. Now, quite a lot of people, it sounds stupid, will want this simply for the front, because it's not a dyed wood. It actually looks like a painted white front. I'm not a big fan. I don't like the design, to be honest. So yeah, that's kind of been my review in whole of the Supreme season for Fall Winter 19. I think all in all, it's a kind of what I call an average season. It's nothing particularly special. There are a very nice couple accessories, and The box logo is quite nice this year, obviously. There's like a deck or two that's quite nice as well. But all in all, it's quite a good season. If you agree, you disagree, whatever, please leave it down in the comments down below, and we can discuss it. Yeah, don't forget to smash a like on the video and subscribe if you are new. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will see you guys next time. Bye.